Hey guys, welcome back to the Heather's channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Before we go any further, if you are not a part of our family, please hit that subscribe button so that you see our videos. And while you're at it, touch that notification bell so that when we post, you know. Hello. So today we wanted to talk about something a little different. Ashley and I and Stephanie, who has been on our channel a couple of times, we traveled recently about 2 weeks ago now. Today's what, Sunday? So yeah, maybe today makes like the 2 week mark. I don't know. We went to Greece for Ashley's birthday. So wish her a happy belated birthday. And there were a lot of things that we experienced. And we just thought we would just point out some specific things for you guys that if you're traveling to Europe, in particular Santorini and Mykonos, Greece, that you may want to know. Before we traveled to Greece, Ashley did a lot of research on YouTube and just finding different things and people, you know, hearing testimonies about people's time there that would kind of give us a little bit of insight on what we should do, what we should know, things
to expect.
Yeah, things to expect and so, and you know, etc., etc., in hopes to kind of get us prepared for our trip. But there were a lot of things that we experienced that were not
that we were highly unprepared for.
We were highly unprepared for, yeah.
It turned out that a lot of people, through their vlogs and through their what to do's and not to do's,
they kind of left some things out.
They leave out some key factors that if you were to know, like what we're about to do right now, it would help you out a whole lot, whether it be financially, mentally, spiritually, or just, you know, just knowing what you're getting yourself into so that you have the wherewithal to
be prepared.
Yeah.
We both wanted to make this video while we were out there. We kept saying like, no, they need to know this.
Yeah.
So we made a list of 10 things.
10 things you should keep in mind whilst vacationing in Greece, Mykonos, and or Santorini, because we didn't go to any other islands.
Right.
So just
those two specifics, because that's what we can only talk about where we went. First on our list,
this is the number one,
and it's not funny. I don't even know why I'm laughing, but it was the first thing I wrote down because it was the biggest deal to us. It was the most.
While in Greece, you are not allowed to flush tissue, toilet paper, or anything like that down the toilet.
So, yes, you heard correctly. So, in both islands, Santorini and Mykonos,
even on the ferry to those places,
yes, you cannot flush any paper products down a toilet system. So when we went to Santorini first. Our liaison, our host for our Airbnb, beautiful soul, she's so sweet. She explained to us that the reason why this is because the plumbing system is very narrow and tissue and any type of paper product gets clogged in their system. And literally, I guess it's the way it's intertwined, but it could back up like a whole like a whole house, like a whole block.
You could immediately get flooded.
And
all the sewage will come out of the toilet and overflow, and it'd be a shit show, literally.
Literally a shit show. I feel like that was on our list number one. Why? Because that is the most disgusting thing.
And even if you are able to do it and you're cool with it, for me, what it was it skeeved me out knowing that I'm sitting next to a bag full of shit papers.
Yes.
Like, I didn't even want to wipe my own ass. Like, I was disgusted by my own self. Like, I have to wipe and then put this in the garbage. Because they have a garbage pail that you have to put your used tissue in. And then and then, you know, either you or the housekeeper or whoever, wherever you're staying, cleans it every day.
It's not only toilet paper, it's tampons as well. What we had to do, or what we ended up doing, was buying garbage bags, and every time one of us went to the bathroom, we literally, like, you know, would clean ourselves, put it inside the bag, tie the bag, and then dispose of it. Like, after every time. It was really... It's annoying, it's unsanitary, it is it's just a different way of life, and especially being an American, like,
yeah,
that was really strange for us, and it was so
really
uncomfortable.
hard. I never was okay with it. Like, I was constipated for like 3 straight days until we got to Italy or Paris, because I was just so tired of doing it.
So that's number 1, and I'm so glad I got that off my chest, because everybody would ask like, how's Greece, and I'm like, it's great, but
Yeah.
there's things. So that is something very important. Make sure that you keep that in mind, especially if you're gonna go like with people, you're sharing a bathroom. Keep that in mind. Second thing on our list is the no street signs. Okay, so in Santorini and in Mykonos, more so in Mykonos, but both, because I feel like maybe there was 1 or 2 signs, maybe on like big intersections. Well, if you live in America, especially in New York, you know that every street, every road, every intersection, everywhere you go has a sign. There's signs on highways, there's signs to tell you how to get to the highway, there's signs even to show you where a hospital is, there's signs everywhere telling you,
and not just an arrow pointing somewhere.
Right, there's actual words, accompanied by numbers, whatever it may be, miles. There's a lot of help. You know, you're gonna get lost, but it won't be too bad, because you're gonna see where you need to go. And I don't know if it's that we're spoiled in that way, but Greece, Santorini, and Mykonos, they do not have signs. So honestly, you need navigation. You need a navigational system, whether it be your phone or you're renting a car with a navigational system included.
I suggest you rent the car with the Navi just in case.
So basically, we're trying to explain to you that getting lost is very easy to do when you're in Greece. They know their way around because they've lived there their whole lives, or it's just familiarity, it's repetition. They know it because they live there.
Yeah, they live.
Us as travelers, as visitors, we don't know, oh, down the block is the next such and such, or, you know, we're using our navigation, or we're looking for our aid, and our aid is street signs, and we don't have that. So a lot of the places we would have to Google it, put the name in the Google, get the location, and then transfer that into our navigational system. And what Ashley is trying to explain to you is, if you do not have adequate service, it's going to take you either forever to get it, or you're going to have to drive to a place that has service. A lot of places do have free Wi-Fi, which is a plus. However, when you're on the road driving around, your service is very poor. So keep that in mind. It's very easy to get lost. No street signs. That is something I wish I knew.
Yeah.
Invest in a map.
But invest in a map, because at least you could get on roads and see where you're going. If your phone decides not to work, or your car doesn't have a GPS or anything like that, I feel like you would need a plan B. You should.
We got into some trouble there, and that's why this is on the list. So spread the word. That's on the list. Speaking of roads, number 3 on our list are the narrow roads. So, okay, if you live in a big city or even a big town, I feel like, even suburbs, like, I feel like in America, period, I don't know many places, and I've traveled a lot, that has this severe,
like, narrow of roads. Like everybody pretty much drives what would be called smart cars here. That's like the general size of their vehicles. They all drive kind of like Fiats, or like small kinds of cars, because their roads are
that's how wide their roads.
And then a lot of them will have the nerve to be 2-way streets.
Oh yeah.
So which means that if someone's coming, you have to wait or pull over to the side to let them come. And the weirdest thing is, like, how do y'all decide who's gonna be the one?
So first of all, when we say narrow, I need you guys to close your eyes and envision this. You're in your car, and the width of the walls of the road is literally about this much more from your rear view mirrors on the side of your car. You have about this much extra space on these roads, and there's no street lights. So it's not like, oh, you come to an intersection, or you know, and there's no stop signs, there's no, you know what I mean? You use your discretion. No traffic laws or anything. People just drive. Yeah. There's not even a speed limit.
Speed limits.
That's what I'm trying to say.
When you're envisioning all of this, remember when I said people drive cars that are like smart cars. So imagine a smart car with only this much room on either side of you.
Narrow.
It is one of the most claustrophobic styles of driving that I've ever seen. In sense of Greece, just know that when you've rented your car, always opt for the smallest vehicle you can get.
And try to get a navigational system.
Or have sufficient internet on your phone, travel with some outside US coverage or whatever. I don't know how much it might cost you, but I feel like if I could do it again, I would have figured out how to have full LTE in fucking Europe.
I'm gonna tell you this. I've been driving since maybe I was like 14-ish. I've been behind a wheel. I can drive very well. Ashley has driven with me over 1 billion times. I think she can attest that I can pretty much handle myself behind the wheel. It still, for me, was a very big adjustment. I don't even think I got the hang of it by the time we left. Also, since we're on this whole, car and road situations, number 4 on our list is, for Mykonos especially, you must have a car. You must have a car.
There's no other option other than renting a car when you get there.
Also, for part 4B, B to this section, please, if you're traveling to Greece and you want to rent a car, make sure you have an international license.
Definitely.
I did not have one. We got lucky. We really did. Well, in both places, Santorini and in Mykonos, we were lucky to find a place
that would rent to us without an international license.
Right.
But primarily, they prefer you have one.
Yes.
And they are, so we are told, very easy to obtain. Yes. You go online, you do something, you might have to pay a little money, I don't know. But it's not a hard thing to get.
Yeah.
But at the point that we're there, we're not trying to get that. You could barely even fucking send text messages home, let alone try to get on the internet.
We didn't even have computer access printout. It was a mess. Yeah. You need a car. Both places you need one, but for me, you really need one.
Because Santorini has cabs. You can order cabs. You can book, get a cab service. In Mykonos, that's not a thing. You can find someone who might do a cab for you, like a favor, but they don't offer any services. The only bus there takes you from one point to the other, and that's to get from one side, to where the party areas are, and that's it. There's nothing else. No public transportation. No way to get anywhere.
Make sure you're traveling with somebody who has a license.
If you're gonna go and you have time to book it and you don't have yours, you should
get your license.
Doing that in the process.
And get your international license. Yeah. I'm not sure of the charge or how it is obtained, but look into it from whatever state, because I know it may vary state to state. We live in New York. I don't know what the rules are and how you do it, but make sure you do it. Trust me, it will save you a lot of stress down the line.
Yeah.
Next on the list we have, so this is kind of not necessarily something that has to do with while you're in Santorini or Mykonos, but getting to and from. So, baggage checks.
Obviously, that's not a straight flight. You can't come from America and go to Greece. It's not gonna happen. You will go into either Paris or London, and from Paris or London, you will usually have to go to Athens, and then from Athens you will go to the, other islands. The first recommendation before all the other shit, I know it may cost you a little bit more coins, but I suggest that you book with a larger airline instead of finding a really good flight that's gonna make you connect 8 times.
Don't do what we did.
Cheap, and it feels like you're coming up because
We found the cheapest flight that worked for the days and for our budget at the time. So we were like, oh yes, this costs such and such. Let's get this because we got this money right now, or this is affordable. This is cheap. This is cheap. This is cheap. However, at the end of the day, we spent more money just in the airport than we did in both cities.
Collectively, we spent more in baggage than the entire flight, our round trip ticket to fly up there.
I spent more of my spending money on bags than I did spending
money. Yeah. Okay, well I say book with a more elite airline. And if you don't and you go this route because you still, please pre-baggage check everything.
Prepay
for
your bags.
All of it. Do not go to the airport trying to check bags.
No. Don't do it.
They are almost double the prices that
no,
you
not
would
almost.
pay.
They are. When you're booking your flight, some airlines, I think most, but I'm gonna say some because I'm not sure. Some airlines give you the option to pay for your bag while you're paying for your ticket, right? So, for example, online, we saw the option, but we just didn't do it because we were being cheap. Online, for example, it charged us $45 extra to pay for the bag. We didn't do it. We got to the airline, stood online, got to the representative. They charged us $100 per bag. Keep in mind that you're not taking a straight flight. So every time we got off of a plane
we
for
have
our
to
layover, we have to get our
bags,
bags, get back on the line, recheck them, pay another fee, and then do it all over again. So you have to keep that in mind when you're traveling. You need to make sure you budget well. I suggest you pay for your bags beforehand.
Yeah. Pre-check everything.
If you can, please do it. As a matter of fact, not if you can, make sure you do. Just incorporate that as part of your flight money.
Yep.
Don't even think about it.
Because
I am telling you
better
to
that
do
than when you could breeze through all of that shit and
Yeah.
then have all your spending money to spend.
Yes. Okay, so number 6. So number 6 is kind of like a must do. Must.
While in Santorini, you must book one of the yacht cruises.
Yep.
If there was one thing in Santorini that I would do 1,000 times over, it was
beautiful.
that.
It was beautiful.
You got to see so many parts of the, because it's called the caldera that you go around. It's like a big, huge volcano in the middle of the ocean, and you basically travel all around it. It's 5 hours. Well, the one we did, but typically they're
like 5 hours. Yeah.
It was all you could eat and all you could drink, wine and water and soda juice, whatever.
Yeah.
So you get to go see the Red Sea, the Black Sea, the White Sea. We went to hot springs.
We swam in the hot springs.
Yeah. They let you go out on the beach, but we were interested in taking pictures, so we stood on the boat a couple of times.
Yeah.
But the catamarans are so nice. It's just in that ride feels beautiful. Just being on that water is amazing.
Then on the yacht they're playing music and they're entertaining, and it's just the vibe.
Yeah.
It's not only very extremely relaxing, but it's just a sight to see.
I booked mine through a site called Get Your Guide, and what I recommend is that you do the small group boat. They have 3 types. There's a large group, there's like a medium group, and then there's a really small one. We did what was called a small one, but I actually found out there was a smaller one that had like 6 people, but that cost
more money.
At least $70 more. So, I feel like ours was fine. Yeah,
because we were in our own world.
Yeah,
anyway.
And then everybody was cool. Then we started bumping music.
Yeah.
And we started dancing, and
it's a beautiful sight to see, and I mean that in the way like it's like breathtaking. It's so beautiful. Greece is honestly, it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to.
And it's just a really great way to get a whole overview of the island.
I agree.
Like that, instead of having to
every day
spend days hiking everywhere and doing all this. So,
you're on a yacht.
Yeah.
Hello.
You want a boat, bitch?
The exact name of the yacht company that we went on, we'll put it down in the description bar below because I actually can't find it right now. But we suggest you ride with them. They're very pleasant. They explain everything to you. You're gonna feel safe, and you're gonna have a really good time. They're very entertaining. And all they ask for is a good review. Number 7.
Another do is to please be sure to try local food there. Like, I know you're gonna probably do research on what are the best restaurants and this and that.
And of course, they're beautiful.
Yeah, they're great restaurants. And then there are a lot of people who, like us, like to get in with the natives and eat what they eat and kind of walk through Greece a day in their life in their shoes just to get authentic vibes somewhere. And I definitely recommend that. They had some of the best food ever. Freshest fish, freshest food.
We didn't have one bad meal in Greece.
Yeah,
one.
I made it I made it a point to try the octopus everywhere. Yeah. And I remember the best one I had was at a restaurant we went to down by the marina. Yeah. So be sure to be down by the marina. Those are where the real, they just walked off of the boat into the restaurant with the fish on the hook.
And I really want to emphasize that you guys should really, really try to go outside the box and try a little local spot.
And especially since if you live in America, they're fishing out of the Aegean and Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a whole different flavor on their fish anyway.
Right.
Find anyone who, who lives out there and tell them, take me to where you eat.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Yep.
Water. And that may sound really simple in the word, but you cannot drink
any water,
tap water, from
any of the water
in Greece.
In Greece.
I'm not sure. I've been to a few countries that's like that, but in Greece it's absolutely
forbidden.
Restaurants can't even give you tap water.
You have to that's how water everywhere.
Everywhere. And on that note, ice is
fleeting.
Almost
they won't give you ice for shit. Like every time, the only time they give you ice in a cup is when you get a soda. This is a big thing about me. I'm sure no one out there knows.
No one.
But I cannot drink water that is room temperature. I don't even like cold water.
I can.
I need freezing.
She likes her water.
I want my teeth to hurt how cold the water is.
Yeah.
Only then do I ever feel quenched.
In Greece, because there's no drinking of tap water, their bottled water is what's making the ice. Let me tell you, it's not even just in Santorini, it's in Mykonos. Everywhere you go, ice, it's hard to come by. So keep that in mind. Bottled water is not cheap. Oh, and the taste of some of them.
It's very different. It's real different.
I hate when people say that water has no taste.
Yes. Water shouldn't have a taste.
It should not have a taste. And last on our list.
In Europe, I don't know if they got the memo.
They didn't get the memo. We clearly realized that not only did they not get the memo, they don't even have a clue.
In Europe,
that's the next.
There's a lot of public smoking. There's a lot of it. Now I say New York first because here in New York,
it's against the law now.
It's almost you can almost smoke nowhere.
Right.
You can smoke, I guess, outside.
Walking on the street.
You can't smoke indoors anywhere.
There's no more smoking, non-smoking in restaurants. There's no more smoking, non-smoking in hotels. There's no more smoking anywhere. We felt the need to put this on the list because us specifically, we hate cigarette smoke. It is disgusting to me, and no shade.
Yeah, to anyone who smokes, if that's your thing. But as a non-smoker, I don't want to be privy to secondhand smoke, especially since it's deadlier than actual smoking a cigarette.
Number one.
So
number two, it stinks. I don't even know how.
Yeah, and we wear a lot of wigs, and that shit absorbs that smell. I don't have time for my clothes,
to get the wig, my lungs,
all of that to be stinking. I don't want to smell like that. Thank you. I'm sorry, but no.
We really felt the need to express that to you guys because let me tell you something. It's not nice. Everywhere you go, it's like.
Yeah, you walk into clouds of smoke.
I hate it. I hate it. It was a big thing for me because I hate cigarette smoke.
I just feel like, you know what it is? It's a big thing because it's like there's no self-awareness about them doing it.
Yeah.
And I guess because it's such a common thing there, most people smoke even for the fuck of it, that it's just they're just willy-nilly, and it's like. I don't smoke, we don't smoke, and where we come from, this is illegal what you're doing right now. We're in a club and there's cigarette smoke everywhere. Like, that's illegal.
Inside the club, and a club is a closed area. Yeah. People are drinking.
And their clubs are not these huge Vegas style clubs. They're small little bars, like if you were going to a little lounge, little bar, something like that. So they're very encased, and we are all breathing recycled air over and over and over.
Yeah.
That's something you should be very well aware of, and not surprised when you are walking through clouds of smoke. Doing this all day.
You're gonna choke every single day.
Which leads us into the very last thing. This is the part B of number 10. The manners out there. Now, I can't speak for the rest of speak to or for the rest of the country, but in New York, there are real simple gestures that we have when we want to. Excuse me. Can I get on this side of something?
Don't get me wrong though. New Yorkers are mean as hell. We have a stigma, and you know, I've seen it to be true from time to time.
I mean, because usually we're busy and we have things to do. There was a lot of bogarting and bumping and just ramming through. The words "excuse me"
they don't exist.
Get tossed around. Not at all.
No,
they don't.
I don't think they know that
really. Like
They don't
most of
know
our
excuse
time.
me, pardon, pardon, permiso, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like,
it was just countless times we would just get knocked. Like, and people do this.
and people don't even,
it's
like,
just
alright,
this,
you know how,
and
like,
it's
if you
just-
bump somebody, you turn around and you say,
I'm sorry.
people will bump you and don't even turn their head. Like, they just keep walking.
It's just like, they charge through you.
That's how they are.
And it's kind of like that's what you have to be made aware of and not want to fight every 2 minutes because someone's being rude. I think that that's what they do, and it's okay. Sometimes you'll get someone who'll be like, you know, like that or whatever, like, I'm sorry or whatever. But usually, in our experience, there was a lot of
lack of
just hitting
manners,
and running over, and just a real lack of manners.
Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of people who are very nice.
They're wonderful people.
They're nice
wonderful
people. Like, they are very helpful.
They're
and
passionate and they're friendly and they're outgoing,
they will talk with
and
you.
it's just love.
But just when it comes to politeness and mannerisms,
like a lot of, and you know what? Let's not even say that, because most of that was when we were in like large areas. Everyone didn't have to be from Greece.
That's true.
It could have been because when we were in like a lot of the like touristy parts. So
it was a mixture of people all from all
over
around
the world.
We met so many different people who were traveling.
Yeah. So let's not say that Grecians are like that, but like
when you're in Greece,
feel like,
be aware.
Yeah, like that was a big thing. At one point, all of us had gotten like really
rubbed the wrong way.
Yeah, about it, because it's so blatant, and it's just there's just such a like.
At any given moment, it was like a domino effect. Like one of us was like, nah.
Yeah, like come on, yo. Like you have to stop. Like someone, like the touch and the small of the bag, bro. Like it's as simple as that. Like excuse me. Like it's just I don't know. It's just we do that. Like if we have to get,
and it's nothing to us. It's in our blood to do stuff like that.
You always like you let them know. A soft touch lets someone know you're in their way.
Yeah.
And they just their shit is like like it's not even excuse me. It's like
then they blow smoke in your face.
Yeah, and they're like, and it's like
you're like. And
you falling on the floor. And you fell. Like
so that wraps up our video. Again, we wanted to make this video for you guys because we really wish we saw a video like this. These may not be big things to you, but they were very important to us. Things we did not expect. So I hope this video was informative. I hope you guys have written some things down and have learned something.
And take heed to it.
Yeah.
And I hope that even with all of the names on the list, you still go out and get your passport stamped up.
Let me tell you,
it's still a wonderful, beautiful, fantastic.
It's a trip of a lifetime
to be. Oh, here's a
bonus.
A bonus. Make sure you go to Santo Winery while you're out there. Please do that, and please get the 16 to 18 flight wine flight.
It's worth every penny.
You will be tripping over everything by the time you're done.
It was so much fun, but the scenery
is phenomenal. Please do that. Please do that.
Man, if I lived in Greece, I probably would go there at least once a week.
First of all, it's worth it. What do we pay, like €45 for that?
Absolutely not.
It was so affordable.
Yeah.
And then you get lit.
You get lit. I mean, hello.
Make sure you do it.
And the wines were really good.
They were fantastic.
I think that might be it.
Yep, that's gonna.
If you have not watched our vlog, please make sure you check it out. The link will be down below in the description.
Or I'll have it flash across the screen right now.
Whichever. Please give this video a like. Press the like button, thumbs up, please, so that people can see our video. We want to just share this with everybody because, I mean, ain't nothing but some knowledge. Everything is about being of service, and this is how we can be of service to you. Right. We just took a trip. Always come back, spread love. It's the New York way. Right. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We really enjoyed Greece, and I hope you do too. We hope you do too if you travel there. And if you have been there, and if you've experienced anything that we have, let us know. Yeah, right. I'm really curious to know if anybody else. Give us an if you went through or felt any of the same ways we were explaining in this video. Please do, because I'm so curious to know. Because sometimes I'll be like, is it just me? Yeah, no, I doubt it's just us. Oh, okay. So yeah. Let us know in the description bar below. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social medias. They will be in the description box as well. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. That's how you be cool. Oh, God. See you guys later.